One.
There.
Hey!
Hey!
Look at all these Brick and Night people. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
They're slowly joining in.
We got the sounds
Oh
up.
God, it's been a minute. I get to do my intro now. Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new season of Brick at Night on ELPN. Joined alongside me, as always, is the bearded, sleeveless, Greek Jewish co-host of mine, Brick at Jake.
Hello.
Down below, you can see the amazing couple mock building duo of Supahawk Bricks, La Supacabre to the left, as well as Unhappy Mohawk on the right. And then joined by me, your bald, bearded, and bespectacled host, Kennard. I'm super excited. We're at season 9. How are we feeling?
It's been many a seasons. What are we cranking out like 3 a year, maybe 4?
Exactly. 2 or 3, yeah. I think the last time that we were on together was December, and we were doing our Secret Santa holiday spectacular.
Your sound loves to come and go. It's like really quiet, like, hey, yeah. Oh, and then we're together.
It's just for kids.
Yeah.
Apparently it's not working so well. I'm going to say this before we get any further into the stream. Huge shout out to Nathan from the Brick Belayers, who made our awesome wooden signs. Shout outs and applause.
Beautiful. work.
Freaking amazing.
Love them.
If you don't follow them, you should go check out the Brick Belayers. They're great.
Check out his wood making page, Wood Graph X. Of course, we'll put that down in a banner below so that way everyone can follow it. It's amazing. Oh my gosh! But I'm very excited that we've got some new faces popping in for this year. We've got a stacked lineup for this season. We got 8 episodes with some amazing guests who are going to be coming on with us. A couple pre-recorded episodes, so of course we'll give you a little bit more information on that. But without further ado, our special guest is chilling right now in the back with his old-fashioned. Yes, you heard it here first. He's very old-fashioned. But we are super excited to have him on. It is fun trying to get in conversation with him, trying to get communicated with him. But we're very excited that he's joining us tonight. Very, very happy that he is taking the time to chill with us weird goofballs. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to bring on Garrett from Back to Brick, and I am going to roll that infamous intro for y'all. There he is. Hey buddy.
Hello. Glad to be here. Also, you say I'm old-fashioned. That makes me sound old, and I'm not old. And so just making that clarification. I just have one with me.
No, it's not really old.
Call
I'm
him
just
classic.
saying.
Call him old.
I would say
Yeah,
classic.
That's
Yeah.
good. I'll take classic.
No, classy over classic.
I say old-fashioned for just old-fashioned. Very old-fashioned. Not old. Then I would have just said aged.
Ooh. Yeah.
See that? Now that would have
Much
been
better.
harsher.
Yes.
We'll go with classic. How are you, my friend?
Good. Always busy. I like to say that even when I'm not busy, so it sounds like I'm doing something important. Otherwise, it's a lovely Tuesday night here and in my Back to Brick studio, so I'm excited to join you all today. I haven't been on a podcast myself in years. I've hosted one for quite some time, and I hopefully will grab some more guests here soon. But otherwise, good. How are you guys?
Good.
Wonderful.
You know,
Busy.
first episode of the year definitely needed a long break.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
get that like post-holiday hangover. You're just like, I don't really want to do anything. I don't want to work even. Like I show up, but am I really working?
And then you wake up and it's February.
I know.
Right.
It's like middle of
The end
February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, the days are going by so quick. I think when we were all talking about how to do season 9, I was like, January? Jake's like, no, I got plans. February. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Then January flew by, and I was like, shit, we have a podcast that we got to do, Jake.
Well, I'm glad I actually was able to look at your message and communicate to you after what was it, 4 months to come on the show. As
I know.
I-
I was like, I met him in Brick Fair, Virginia. He was awesome. I'm gonna shoot him a message and we'll totally connect.
we did
Things
connect. It just took
happen.
time.
We did, and then it just took time. Yeah.
My ADHD and shiny paralysis does not let me message people very often, which leads to a lot of bad link ups, which sucks for me. But then I usually scroll through once a month and like, oh shit, that person messaged me however long ago. I should message back. But it worked out.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I do not blame that at all. I literally the other day I looked at my phone and I was like, how do I have 33 unread messages? So I'm like, text. She's like, what? I'm like, oh, it's your family. It's
Those you screen. You just screen through those at least for a couple days.
the nice thing with the iPhone 18 or the iOS 18 is it gives you the summary. But then sometimes it's terrible. It was like Jenny had an accident. I was like, what? I looked at her. I was like, you were in a car accident? She's like, no.
No, she's learned that that's how it works. So she put those specific words in there so it would highlight it and make you click it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think with iOS, it's like you can make words pop in your text and just blow up. And it's like, accident. It's like, let's sum it up for you, Jake. She had an accident. What? Oh my gosh. You know, I actually made fun of Jake. I was like, see, Jake, maybe because you met him at Brick Fair, Virginia, but I just messaged him once and he responded to me quickly after I sent the little funny message that Mohawk told me to send. It's like, hey, is that like a maybe next time sort of thing? LOL. And then I got your response and I was like, sweet. It's like,
Yeah, if it's at the top, I'll find it. But then it just keeps getting farther and farther down because my wife and I send about 70 memes a day to each other. So then you get the 4+, and she then asks, have you watched them? And I say, no. Have you watched mine? No. So then we just end up watching them together for like an hour at night.
Yeah, that's what
It's a
you do
good
before
bonding
bed.
time. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Doom scroll ends up in some quality time.
I'm so bad about Instagram sometimes because that's all me and my wife do is send each other things, and then you'll like see like she sends 2, then like 3 from me, 2 from her, and like the back and forth, and you're like scrolling like, oh, okay, which one's from me, which one's from you?
I've been getting a lot of memes from you from SNL 50.
It's because it was hysterical.
Dude, it's funny as crap. I love Meryl Streep's skit with the
Oh my god, the aliens.
yes,
We
the
just watched-
aliens.
We just watched it last night. It was good. And my wife's like, isn't this show like pretty short? Like what's happening? And I'm like, it's 2.5, 3 hours right now. And she's like, oh, that makes sense. I'm a critic because I like movies and TV. So we kind of broke it down. It was okay. There were some funny parts. I mean, that's the first time Meryl Streep has ever appeared or hosted. She's never hosted on SNL. Eddie Murphy finally got some skits in, but like not all of them were great. Steve Martin's cold open was pretty good. The questions I liked, but it was a little slow. And we downloaded the 40th anniversary. We're gonna watch that because apparently Lauren said that's his favorite. Like it's perfect show.
The 40th was a big one that I loved because they pulled out like a lot of the stops, like Sean Connery on Jeopardy was back.
Oh my god!
For
yes.
a class.
I'll take the rapist for 500, Trebek. And it's
I'll take Letitz now.
Therapist, yeah.
It's Let It Snow.
Let's see what you bid. It's me pissing on your grave.
But the alien skit did send it where, the last time they kicked me out of the hatch, and this time they did the same thing.
The fact that they got Meryl Streep to do that skit too, it's just
Yeah.
like you never see picture her acting like a redneck that got abducted by aliens, talking about go to the bathroom in front of them.
Well, I think what was it? Don't Look Up. That was definitely like her audition for a style like this. Apparently, there's an out clip of ad libs she did in The Office for like 30 different takes, all of them hilarious. She truly is the GOAT.
Oh yeah.
I still think it's hilarious how Catherine McKinnon goes off kilter with her it was between her, Pedro Pascal, and Woody Harrelson in that skit, and she straight up got between Woody Harrelson's legs, bopped his head up, or bopped her head up. It was like, yeah, he was like wearing me like a hat like this, and he was just checking underneath, and I was like, Woody is probably just like can't hold it. The best parts from SNL are just when the improv just gets too funny and they just break character.
They break. The break is the best.
The breaks.
There's
are the
a funny
best.
song about that in SNL 40. Where
40, yeah.
They're singing about breaking character, and they show all the moments where they're just like. I think there was one with Ryan.
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling, where he's in one of those like alien skits, and you just see him, and he's like, I can't. Head turned, he's like cracking up, like I can't deal with her.
Oh God, I like the ones with Kristen Wiig in it. When she breaks, Bill Hader breaks, and it's just hilarious.
He breaks all the time, though.
Breaks all
He
the
just
time.
doesn't know
Him
how to
and
not
Jimmy
laugh.
Fallon.
Yep.
Jimmy Fallon's perfect. David. Freaking obscene. Oh my gosh. But no. So, what do I think about? We've had. So getting into the Lego topic of things.
Oh yeah, that's why we're here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's like
It's
It's really
SNL
just bricks. We're brick at night.
Brick at night.
Maybe about
The at night part.
Yeah.
That overbears the bricket sometimes. But we haven't been on since December, and a lot of Lego has come out since January. We've had 2 months worth of releases so far. January 1st releases, and then of course a couple of sets released out in February. Did anyone buy anything?
I got a couple of the minifigures.
One second. There's a pile here somewhere.
I'm about to say, it's like, did you buy anything?
Nope.
I got the pirate and the beast.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the
I
mini.
really wanted the wolf, but obviously he is very hard to find.
I got flowers for Christmas.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see. What do we got? The Ninjago city. One of them.
Okay.
That's this one.
Nice.
I like the mini ones. I think you get more detail in those smaller things. The chocolate box for Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
You.
The snake for the New Year, Chinese New Year.
Nice.
Little flower. This is actually from our niece for Valentine's Day. Home one. I'm a big MIDI scale. There's a model behind me that was built for one of those. This is This is for my sister.
Yes.
Nice.
The invisible hand, the mini orchid, and the castle.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a really good haul. Or
Yeah.
is that like part backlog?
Oh, I mean, no, it's a haul from so far.
It's a haul,
I think, this
okay.
year, but not all at once. It's little bits in here, but the backlog there's probably more. I mean, the backlog is probably 200, maybe more sets.
Did you get any of them at least during the double points last weekend?
No, I did not. I'm always really bad at the double points. One, because I'm only going for the double points if I know I'm spending hundreds of dollars. Like, most of these are small, 50, 60 bucks. So I'm not in the market to like always go for double. That's why like it's catered towards the big weekends. So March 1st is definitely going to be one of those. And then I wait for May, which May is my biggest.
It's so weird. May's a big one. The only, Star Wars sets and
Oh, yeah.
all the good
Yeah,
kickoff
only
summer
a
sets.
few of those. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, May's always the money spender for. Well, shoot, for me, I definitely know it's a big money spender for me. Anything and all things Star Wars.
Yeah. And then Lego's been pushing a lot of different, like, I think August has gotten bigger now than it used to be. And then October, because they're dropping however many sets, and Black Friday isn't that like, so I can't keep up. That was a small taste of what I should be having, but I the funds are not there yet.
No.
Oh, they'll never be there. They
No.
will never be there.
The funds aren't there right now, and the space isn't there right now. I have no more shelves open in my house, so I'm like,
This is the only shelf I have, and that's a problem.
Yes.
Well,
More
you need
shelves.
some more.
Jake, you can send your sets over to us. We'll repurpose it.
These
You
are
have more
mine.
space For more
You can't see my desk, but my desk is covered with sets over here and stuff. See, like,
Oh, I
I've got-
recently just built another set over here. Hold on, actually, I can pick it up right
Got
now.
this sorted set for a mock that I'm building. I've got this is from the 20th anniversary of Home 1 of Star Wars. Nice. I like the. I don't really care for the bamboo, but that's just me. I don't think a lot of people do. So
Oh, a
maybe
whole
I'm
lot
on
of
the
people
same
do.
track. Yeah, my buddy
Um,
does. He loved it.
Here's our current mess of
Huh?
the build.
see, I look so organized because you're building something, though. Mine's just like I have Ahsoka riding in Santa's sleigh still on my desk because I haven't had time to put my Christmas stuff somewhere.
It looks
Ahsoka.
organized behind me, but this way,
Yeah,
all
exactly.
bets are
This
off.
way is good. That way is not.
It's all about the MySpace angles, you know. You gotta make yourself look
Right.
good.
God.
It's always that good side of imagery. It's like, take that photo. It's like, don't show everything else. Yeah, no, the bamboo one. I mean, it's not really the most like vibrant set, but I mean, it looks good. I'll say that the colors are bright, and it's one set of 4. Because I guess when you build it, it's part of the 4 gentlemen botanical sets that they came
is
out
that
with.
The 4 in the pots. Like the
Mhm.
mini
Yeah,
ones
I
and
have
the
the small one. The
bamboo,
small
yeah.
cherry was that.
I like the pots.
Yeah,
They're
'cause
well
it's
built too.
very well built. And then what's great is I've got my mother is now building Lego sets, and so is my sister. So that's just hilarious to see that my family is like diving into Lego, and my dad, I never expect him to buy anything Lego, but now he has. He's bought my mother the Lego flower, like botanical sets, and he's like, "These are the only flowers I will ever buy your mom now." And I was just like,
Yes. They
If
will
you-
never die.
"They will never die." And if you need to get her another Valentine's Day gift, just take one apart for shits and giggles, and she'll give her build it again.
I remember when they first came out, the bonsai in 2020. I go to our Lego
Yeah.
store and they were sold out for 5 months.
Oh my
They
god!
just never had it in stock. And I mean, it took them 3 years to retire that. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty long time, but the botanical series has been their gateway drug to an entire market that they hadn't tapped into yet.
100%.
I think what's funny is the bonsai tree's still out though. Like, I go to Walmart and it's still on the shelves.
I thought it was retired.
Is it retired? You got me
could be wrong.
questioning. I don't know actually. Hold on, bonsai.
As I
I
I feel
said,
like it is.
shelf.
No, it's still active.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on the Lego website. That's why my face went all bright. Yeah, no, it's still active. So I'm shocked that it's still out there. That is.
That's a long running. Yeah, it was released in Jan 01. Or 21, sorry.
I was gonna say.
Oh, what?
I was about to say that's a really
Only
long going.
4
Sit
years.
there.
4
Second.
years. Although, yeah, I mean, the Millennium Falcon's getting up there. I think that's probably the longest running. Other than the Death Star, maybe? The playable Death Star? That was a long time.
I think so. I know the Millennium Falcon's coming up to. It should be retiring this year. Jay, correct
Well,
me if I'm
now,
wrong on that
so
one.
technically, isn't there 2 different versions of the UCS set of the Millennium Falcon? I was gonna say.
Well, yeah, there was the original in 2005. They redesigned and re-released in 2015. So this is the 10-year for that. I honestly don't think it will retire this year. I think there's speculation, but it's the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
If they're going to retire it, they need to replace it.
Exactly.
But-
If they do, they'll have another one come out almost immediately.
But I think they might retire it because they want people to buy that $1,000 Death Star.
They're not going to do it.
Mm.
I think that's pushing their luck if they do decide to do that. But I know Legos.
It's too iconic.
I mean, I'll buy it too.
I'll start a GoFundMe and I'll buy it.
More
I think
so,
everyone's gonna
see if
start a
Lego will
GoFundMe on that
buy
one.
it for me, but
If we all donate $5 to each other, we should probably just spend our own money at that point.
Well,
can
we'll
build it.
start back to square one on getting our $5 back.
well, the speculation. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. I did a whole YouTube video on this. That the $1,000 set would be the Death Star. I mean,
Yeah.
I have the original 2003, 4 model of it. And it's great. It's a really cool build. But they gotta up this, like up the ante. If it's $1,000, I want 40 minifigures. I want,
Right.
I want
all the
actually, my
minifigures
guess
that you
is-
could fit.
I want a 2-in-1. I want a Death Star 1 I can build, and then also
Destroy
Death Star 2 with alternate scenes. So having the reactor room with
The Millennium Falcon.
Alderaan, like in the
Oh.
viewscape, and then
That one.
the alternate with the throne room.
So I'm
Or
thinking
you get to the reactor room too, or the
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
the
yeah.
core. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
the
of the
core.
Death Star core, and then these kind of like their version of the trench run to get to the center of the core. No, I can see multiple scenes with that. $1,000 though. I don't know. If I did a pay by 4, it's $250 every 2 weeks. It's like I spent $500 in a month.
Balance transfer it.
Yeah. Oh, no about that one. We'll see what happens. We'll see what
So you
happens.
start your subscription base here for people that want the that
like-
special side of this to get that funded. Just one probably. It'll take years, but
Of course, my camera decides to cut out. There we go.
Yeah, we'll have to give them an hour behind the scenes, like after the episode talk.
Every guest goes through that. Every guest goes through like a behind the scenes chat for a couple of
it
minutes.
wasn't that long.
Yeah.
I didn't pay, so
Yeah.
Oh,
You already agreed to the terms and conditions, guys. Don't worry.
exactly.
We're free to do what we want.
I didn't let my lawyer read it. So yeah, I'm screwed here.
My dog's over here just chilling in the background. I don't know if you can see him right there.
Just kind of scratching
So of,
himself,
of
you know,
the
doing
new
dog things.
sets that are coming out, anybody saying that there's one that you got to buy?
As
Yes.
far as the new set's coming out,
It's going to be the Enterprise D. I don't buy day one. That will be day one.
That's fair. It's
I-
fair
I-
because it's one that's super unique, and we really haven't gotten anything like related to it.
Well, the closest we've gotten to like unique that I didn't expect. The Ornithopter. Like
yeah.
thinking Dune would be a Lego set was nowhere in my mind that would happen. And
That's
then
fair.
with the success of Dune and Dune 2, like, yeah, it came out. I mean, Star Trek's been around for 70 years, 80 years. And so, and who owned it? I think it was Mega Bricks, Mega Blocks. Yeah, I always get them confused. For a long time, and then the license came up this year. I mean, those sets are gonna sell like hotcakes.
Oh,
I guarantee it.
They're
Yeah.
gonna outsell
Oh.
Star Wars. You guys wait to see.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see what happens. Just because, well, no,
it's easy to outsell Star Wars right now because you've been releasing the same ships for 25 years now, it's kind of like, okay.
yeah.
But it's
I
very
want the
different
Black
fandom.
Falcon, but do I need a third Millennium Falcon on display in my house?
yes.
Yes.
Come on now.
multicolored.
I do not have the space for a Black Falcon. It's the same size.
You
as
hang
the
it
one
from the
that's in
ceiling.
corner.
Precisely.
Hang it from the
Create
ceiling,
some
or have it
wall.
coming out of your wall, like wah. Just take the mini scale one and put it on a bracket shelf and make it look like it's going into hyperspace.
Fishing line is
That's
your
a good
friend.
idea.
Yeah, no, what in the world is it? I took a look at the upcoming sets not too long ago. There's a lot of Duplo in here. Some of the creator ones, and of course they've got the architecture one, like the French Cafe.
Are you talking about this March you've looked at?
Yes, this March they have. Yep, March 1st. They've got the releases on their coming soon
Yeah.
page on Lego.
I have a whole video of my top 5 for March. There's a lot.
I'm about to say, what are those top 5?
So it's going to be the AT-AT pilot helmet, the Ferrari was it ST24 F1 car, the Speed Champion. I really like the Lilo and Stitch house. They're doing great. I like the Up house. That was a great one. Sunflowers, Van Gogh, and I really like the stem, the Lego Ideas stem.
Stem is a good one. Oh, I forgot that they were doing this. So let me see if I can share this. I'll stop sharing that screen. I forgot that they were doing this because of the whole F1 license that they received, but they're doing F1 collectible race cars.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only thing is they're kind of boring. The only thing you'll get is the colored helmet. But and I guess the stickers to make them look like that for sure. But
I'm about to say, I don't even know if these are stickers. I think those are actually printed.
Oh, I bet those are stickers. There's no way they printed that many custom stickers.
I don't know. I think you could be right.
They look I don't know. It's because usually
because
you could
what else
tell.
are you getting with it? So like, why wouldn't they print them?
Yeah.
Because they create entirely new minifigures for a collectible minifigure series. So just printing on a brick probably is not that intensive.
I think that's really. I think it's a cool idea. Hell, I can see a lot of people getting like Hot Wheels tracks and throwing these down them.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, y'all can throw your
Yes, our bottle rocket cars.
You can throw your bottle rockets on here and see these.
I don't know about that.
race.
That would be
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
That's why we use Mega Block.
Yeah, there you go.
We don't really use real Lego for that.
No.
I launched a rocket with an actual rocket motor. The this guy, as you'll see, there might be some burn patterns in there.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Maybe just a few.
It didn't go too high, but it still went higher than I thought it would.
This guy's coming out also.
Digging it.
They got an F1 driver, buildable
Oh.
figure,
Ooh.
upscaled racing driver minifigure.
Carl has competition.
Well,
Yeah.
And there's also, I haven't bought Technic in years, but the Technic, either Ferrari or Red Bull, I can't decide. We never got into F1 until we watched Drive to Survive like 3 months ago, and now we binge it and we know everything.
Where doth
Let me
thou?
know. Hey,
So I
hey.
know they're coming out with the Supra from Fast and Furious. I am considering getting the Oracle Red Bull Racing.
I will be getting at least 4 of the cars.
The F1 speed, like the F1 speed champion sets, are looking really nice.
It's going to be Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, and
Let's see. Here is
shit,
the
what was the other
Ferrari one right here.
McLaren, probably. Those are going to be my 4.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna get Hey Hey.
I want Hey Hey.
I'm going to get this chicken.
I'm here for Hey Hey.
The
Hey,
problem
no,
is
good.
there's I want the what's the actor's name who plays him?
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk.
Alan
yeah.
Tudyk. He also has a buildable K2SOs coming out.
Yes. I would love to meet that man. I would like to buy 2 of those sets and actually have one of them be signed by him.
Ah, I missed an opportunity. I have the Tron set, and I met the guy who is Kevin Flynn, and I completely forgot to bring it with
Bridges?
me. Oh no, not Kevin Flynn. His son,
Oh.
Sam Flynn. Sorry.
Sam Flynn. Okay.
Yeah. God, if
forgot
I
that
met
was
Jeff
him.
Bridges,
Maybe a lot of things.
It's like if I met Jeff Bridges, I'd be getting a bowling ball signed by him
yeah,
instead.
seriously.
The dude.
Do we get any animals in the Duplo? Or is it all brick built?
Peppa Pig.
I know. I mean, you got Peppa Pig, yeah.
I'm looking for new cornhole pieces. Right now we're tossing penguins.
I don't know. They actually don't have This was all that was available on their coming soon page. It
Yeah,
didn't even
it's
show me
really
the.
not like watch. If you search Ferrari, it'll pop up with the Technic and it'll say pre-order March 1st. So I don't know why they always do the coming soon, but they don't actually put everything that's coming soon. Technic number 3.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Pre-order.
Yeah, it's like if you go to all sets, you could see
Maybe
like, the
because
Van
it's under
Gogh
pre-order
Sunflower,
and something
that
not
wasn't
coming
under the main
soon.
page or the coming soon.
Yeah, because I think the reason why they do that little separation is because it's already available to order, whereas the other ones you have to wait till they come out on the shelves. Because even for the sunflowers,
That makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to me. It is pre-order.
it's like it makes sense, but I don't like that it has to be that way. This I am definitely gonna get.
It I don't really care for the Mona Lisa, but like the Great Wave is beautiful, and this is at that same level.
I also like.
I kicked myself in the
also
ass
like
for
the
not
Starry Night one.
getting. I wish
I'm
I bought
biased.
the Great Wave when I saw it at Costco because I was like, that was so cool looking. And Costco's always got that extra discount.
Yeah, this is probably going to be. I don't know if this will be a day one, but this is definitely something I'm going to be getting. I'm going to get it for me, and I'm going to get it for my mom because she and I both went to. We both went to Amsterdam. I was on a school trip to Amsterdam, and my mom and I got to go to the Vincent van Gogh Art Museum. And this was the painting that she really like stuck towards, and we actually got a copy of it on as a poster and took it home with us. So this is something that I'm definitely looking forward to getting.
Well, as the artist, I can tell you more about it. Although I only have the one ear, so I have to lean this way.
It's like he looks just like the man. All you need to do is wear the hat with a bandage around your face, and then you're good to go.
Yep. I did a post on TikTok, and someone's like, it's so great to see the artists come out and talk about their work.
I will say this
I'm back from 400 years ago. Sorry, 600?
It's like, you ever seen the historical doppelgangers? Mm-hmm. See, that's why he's old-fashioned. No, I'm just kidding.
Reincarnation.
He's reincarnated as Vincent van Gogh. Except in painting, he does Lego. I love
I
this.
guess it wasn't that long ago because he died in 1890, so...
I can check.
I was going to say, I don't think he was 1600s. I think he was like 17.
I think I was thinking Da Vinci, not...
Wow, dude, really? Like, Renaissance.
Oh, I like how thick that frame is.
Yes.
2 inches.
Yep.
Good
This
stuff.
set is huge.
Looks like a real picture frame hanging on the wall. I like it.
Let's see, 2,600 pieces. There is.
I have a semi-photographic memory. Let me guess. It's 22 inches by 17 inches by 2 inches. It's $200, 18 plus. Is there a 5.5 at the end of it?
It is
1.5. Sorry.
No, you're good. Damn. It's like, I mean, I just had it on the screen, but that's pretty damn good for knowing it. Yeah, 22 by 17. It's a 2-inch thick frame. Let's see, 26.15 on the pieces. 18 plus set, and it's available for pre-order. Ooh, what gift with purchases do you get?
Crap.
Water
Police-
scooter.
Police water scooter and Autumn's waffle stand and Cinderella's mini garden castle. Yeah, crap.
Yeah.
Garbage. Remove.
So
Oh,
since everybody's, such a big fan of the art sets, what would you think about a set that included Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael?
I mean, are
Be a
we
pretty
talking
cool
Ninja
set, right?
Turtles here, or are we talking Renaissance artists?
Just like mosaic.
Damn it,
tiles.
let me get my
Ninja
joke
Turtles. That was a quick get.
Because you've said that joke way too many times.
Again.
I'm over
We're
it.
talking art. I want to get. I just watched the
Come up with
episode of How I
something
Met
new.
Your Mother where he's like going around the art gallery and he's like,
Oh my gosh!
why did the
yeah,
artist
from How
tell
I
his
Met Your
keeping
Mother.
he needed to make his Van Gogh?
I was talking about it recently, like what should be the next art series set. I think it'd be really fun to get some comic book covers. Like with the Fantastic Four coming, it'd be really cool to see their the introduction of the first family. Or what was another? Superman, the classic of the first with
Action
him lifting
Comics?
the car. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't mind that at all. I think when it comes down to like Marvel and DC sets, I think there's so much more that they can do with what they have. Hello, Mr. Kitty or Mrs. Kitty, Arya. I should know the cat's name because my sister's dog, her little Pomsky, is named Arya. Because I mean, that was my sister's favorite character from Game of Thrones is Arya.
We don't regret, but we don't like to talk about what happened at the end there. She's good. She doesn't know. Uh-oh,
Jake popped off.
Yeah, he was frozen.
He'll come back on. I'll let him in. Just love how we got. I love how we got the cat just coming in. It's like,
She does this any interview I've ever done, anytime I'm on screen, even
like-
my videos.
it's like, sup everybody. Take a look
I
at
like
my
attention.
butthole.
Mm-hmm.
Until you turn the
My
camera
dog is
to
here.
direct-
She's not here right now. She's upstairs with my wife. But if she hears me talking to people, she likes to bark and make sure that everyone knows she's here too.
Don't forget about me.
I just love it how whenever we have animals just like coming in on screen, they're like, "What are y'all doing?" It's like there's something going on. I just don't know what it is. Let's see.
Fido poke his nose in and be like, "Hey, you're supposed to be in bed right now. Why are you in?"
Jake texted us. I froze. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's what I said. He froze.
There he
I saw
is.
you.
That was weird.
See, that's what happens when you tell that Teenage Mutant Girls joke.
The internet didn't like me and they were like,
StreamYard was like, no.
one too many times. One too many.
It's like you try to pull a Mikey, but that didn't really work out so well. God. I think I think the comic book would be really cool to see. I don't know. I think Disney could do the same thing too with like old VHS tape covers.
Mhm.
Like they did with the villain set.
Yes, because there was the VHS tape that they did, like the VHS cassette with the Little Mermaid, and I think they could do that with old like Disney VHS covers. Because that'd be great though. You just see like the villain crowded over the name of the title or the
Yeah.
title of the movie, and then the main characters like in the center.
But even like just quick screenshots, like
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie, him steering the boat, easy one.
Yep.
The Bambi in the field, easy. They have over 100 years of media that they can use. So even just, I think would be fun, and I've done one before, is sketches. Using tubes and clips, just do the sketch section of it clipped in a way that would give us the impression of that's the sketch of Mickey
Yeah.
or whoever. Yeah.
I've seen that before.
I like that.
Somebody did
I'm an ideas man.
Flamingo.
Doesn't mean I can do it because I have too many ideas.
See, Funko tried to do, they have like the special editions where you can get like the little Funko Pop and then the large comic book behind them, but I don't think it works as well. But like a Lego art design with a comic book cover, like something you could mount like that, I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, like with Funko, I don't know, it's different because they go from the perspective of a movie poster, or they do comic book art, or they did the VHS tape covers
Yeah.
at one point too. And then even some of the Funko sets that they came out, or some of the Funkos that they came out with, were in VHS cases. I could see Lego doing that. Like they could do album art, or not album art, but they could do movie poster art or comic book art and recreate that. I just don't know if there's somebody who's actually taking the time to do it there, because there's so many other projects going on.
See, I like the album idea because I want the white album. Pretty sure that's a pretty intricate album artwork that would be needed for that one, since they already have the Beatles as some of their contracting. But now I'll flip the script. What do we think of the Marvel logo?
I want it. I just don't want to spend the money right now. I think it's totally cool, and like if somebody wanted to get it to me for my birthday, it's great. But I'm on a very strict Lego buying.
If you're on a strict, I'm gonna buy Lego that I really want to buy budget, because I feel
I'm on a no. I haven't bought, besides the minifigs, any Lego this year so far.
It's only February, so you got a long way to go.
6 weeks in though, it's pretty good.
I'm waiting for May to come around, and then you're just gonna be like, yeah, I'm on the website right now.
If I make it to May without buying any Lego, that's a high five right there.
Dude, I'll buy you a Lego set. If you make it to May, I will buy you a $100 Lego set of your choice if you make it to May.
I was tempted because I saw Captain America and I really liked it, and I really want the Red Hulk, but I can't justify that price.
Don't do it.
I'm waiting for like
two
sales.
2 reasons. The movie was terrible. Second reason, they will put it on discount. This is literally like the Marvels. They will throw that thing under the bus, run it over, then sell it for 30 to 50% off.
Yeah. No, I really want the minifigs, but I'm like, you can't justify that crazy price for, I think it's like 290 pieces for $55. I'm like,
yeah, like the X-Wing
that?
or the
I'm
X-Jet or
looking at
whatever it is. Similar situation.
yeah.
The thing is, I have always the hottest take is I don't think all Lego is great. And I'm not afraid to say it. The Marvel logo sucks. Stupid. I'm not paying $100 for it. If it was just a flat image of the Marvel logo for $40, done. That looks great. But I'm not paying $100 to have minifigures pop out of the top or whatever.
They aren't even that great at minifigs.
No,
They're not even unique. That is
special.
true.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any financial sense for me to do that. So I'm worried about the Star Wars logo that we're supposed to get this summer. Don't do that. They're gonna do it, but I don't want them to. Just do a cool, like the angled Star Wars logo with some stars hanging on the wall, or just that. No stars, whatever. They won't do it.
Simple.
Heck, I would even take it so far as like, I feel God, this is a conversation that we had on who did we have on the live that we talked about this? Bearded Bricks.
Oh, sorry if I'm repeating.
No, you're good. But so Bearded Bricks was on, and Jake, we talked about this because I know the Hawks don't really do so much Star Wars. Never, but
Rainbow.
it's okay. We still love you.
It's
But
not their
I
cup
was
of tea.
exactly.
It's multicolored if we do it.
There you go. But it was, we talked about it with Bearded Bricks, and he was like, "Yeah, there's so much potential, and there's like a lot of missed opportunities for what Star Wars can do." And I was like, "Yeah, the helmet collection. There are a plethora of Star Wars helmets that are out there that they can really bank their money on."
That's where they're bringing it back.
I mean, they're only bringing it back with one set, but there's so much.
There's 2 more coming.
That I did not know, because
They're coming out with Django or no, Boba Fett.
Oh, that
Or
one.
no, Jango Fett's. I always get them confused. Django's the dad, right?
Yeah, Django's the
one, yeah.
dad with the silver and blue helmet.
Yes, that's coming out, and then they're doing Kylo.
Are they
I knew
doing
about
the
Django.
Django one with the same time as the UCS Django set? Because I heard we're
I
getting.
think so. That's coming out for May.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he and I were talking about it, and I was just like, I would like to see the Bad Batch get their own helmets collection. The Bad Batch
No,
could
I'll
get
be
a
honest,
helmets
I haven't watched
collection.
it.
It's actually pretty good. First season was pretty
I've
good.
heard it's good. Yeah, I still
Oh,
haven't finished the Clone Wars yet.
True. Finish the Clone Wars. Season 7 is the best. Bad Batch season 1 good, season 2 goes a little slow, season 3 finishes the story really well. So that's my hot take on it.
But you're right. There are a ton of helmets. I mean, you could have the Red Guard. You could have the Procurian Guard. You can have more. Any Mando helmet. How many other troopers? The speeder. What are the?
Oh, they did the Scout speeder.
Endor.
One.
Did they?
Yeah.
Not the Endor one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the.
But no, the
Scout
Rebels.
Trooper. The Rebels
helmet?
one. Yeah, no, that'd be good. But they could also do like the Rogue One. The sand helmets, those would be pretty cool. They haven't done that one yet.
I
The
mean,
Dark Troopers, not the Death Troopers.
Oh shoot, Anakin's pod racer helmet. Like,
Sorry, Hawks, that we're excluding you in this conversation here.
It's okay.
Off screen.
Sorry, you guys are going through your list of this, and I'm over here going through Marvel and DC characters that they could do the same thing with.
They've
Oh,
done
no.
crap for them. Absolute crap.
Exactly.
Nobody asked
Marvel-
for Star Lord.
Iron Man's supposed to Iron Man and Spider-Man are supposed to get theirs here soon. The Iron Spider-Man and Mark 6, I think. Is the
okay.
next helmet? Yeah.
I say there is
See,
an Iron Man.
Batman
helmet.
has a mask.
That was
Hey.
terrible. I got that. I bought that at Target. They scanned it and just gave it to me for free. I don't know how, but yeah, I see it up there. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
because
the
I mean,
modified
what-
arms.
I don't know. How'd you feel about the Carnage and the Venom one?
Hmm.
I don't know. I didn't do that one.
The cowl. Yeah. Nice.
I said that.
See, now, like, if they did for Marvel, I think Thor's helmet would be a pretty nice one.
Thor's
Like-
helmet would be awesome.
But it's
Thor's
too much
helmet would be
negative
really awesome.
space.
Yeah.
And then the like Captain America's helmet would be a really good one too. Like Captain America's helmet.
Well, then you don't even
Thor's
have to get
helmet.
super intricate. You could do like Scarlet Witch's crown, or you
Yeah.
could do. Honestly, I don't know why
I
we
have a
haven't got it.
Green Lantern.
Thanos's helmet. His.
I was going to say
it-
props in general would be really neat for him. I mean,
Mhm.
you could do like the Riddler's cane.
And hat. atop
Magneto's
it.
helmet
That
would be
a
cool
good one.
too.
Oh,
we don't have the
God.
time stone. We don't have the scepter. I mean, this is just from the cinematic universe as we know it in film, not even comics.
I think the only like right now so far as who's done the Time Stone really well is Bricker Builds because they did the Eye of Agamotto build and they added a green light brick to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, they already killed that. They already did that set. They killed it, and it was done very well.
I think we saw that one at Atlanta BrickCon, didn't we?
Man, we did.
Oh, I missed out. That was what, last week or 2 weeks?
Well, we went 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
was
about to
out
say,
of town
yeah,
this year.
we went 2 years ago when they had their setup because I think Jake and I we were sitting there posing with the lightsabers that they had.
We did.
Burger
indeed.
Builds, they're
Sounds
nice.
about
He's a nice guy. I interviewed him before the company took off.
Yeah,
His software revolutionized how they do business.
Yes. I love what they're doing with Lego. Well, not so much with Lego, but what they're doing with the pieces that they have because they're breaking the mold. I like how they're doing. Like, of course, they do their pocket sphere monsters as they call it because they can't trademark Pokemon. And
They're
then, of
so
course, the
good,
pocket
though.
spheres. They are really good. Well,
They-
pricey,
I
but
also-
still.
The software they used was for those big models because you could put in a 3-dimensional model and it would spit it out with all the instructions, stability, all that. The smaller stuff we're seeing, they've hired a lot of new designers
and
to
that's
commission
something
those. Yeah.
I really enjoy with them that they'll actually incorporate some other builders to help them design their sets
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's what they did with Dom.
Yep, Dom
With the
did
Freddy
Freddy
Bear.
Knight's Bear.
Cool guy Dom. Collaborated with
Nice.
that one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
hmm
Yeah,
I didn't
no.
even think about it until you were just talking about them collabing.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
they did that.
I think Lego's really missing out on a lot of opportunities. I have no idea what they're honestly thinking when it comes to their like creative design department. Just when
Money?
it comes to.
I
Do you
mean,
know how many people would spend an
Though.
astronomical amount of money just on? It's like
Because they
They're
know
making-
people will.
They will,
You can
because
from a broader variety of people to buy stuff, just like we were talking earlier. That botanical set, you just reached into every mom in the suburbs pocket and said, "I need that on my windowsill," or you know what I mean? I need to
No.
get that from my mom.
And not only that, too, you've reached into every boyfriend looking for a girlfriend or significant other gift out there. It's like, man, I don't know what to get her. Go down to your local Target and pick up a botanical set. She can build whatever plant she wants. And
I mean, the marketing in the past couple of years has been absolutely phenomenal for them. That, I mean, they hired that brand new marketing firm mid last year, and have just been continuing on their campaigning. But the problem is, Lego is constantly doing so much that we're talking about not being able to afford it. So all these ideas, it's already hard enough they might already have them in the works, or they've been scrapped, or who knows how it all works out. Like the Bricklink Designer Program is a big thing right now, and it's a whole nother story I could dive into. But the problem comes down to, we think of it as mockers and not a corporation. They have to be designed to be built easily, mass produced, lowest cost possible. They have a limit on how many graphics they can do, how many minifigures, new parts.
Right.
It's a whole different animal. Yeah. Still, it's not for everybody. I mean, it's supposed to still be for kids, but as we are all standing and sitting here right now, it is very much for adults.
The age numbers on there are just a suggestion.
And it's like the number. What the hell? I can't remember the joke that came out. It's like, oh yeah, it's for 18 plus. God, Jake, you would know this. I feel like there was a meme out there that you sent me about it.
Probably.
It's like the set says 18 plus, but I did it in, I don't know, I think it was like I did it in 2 hours or some shit like that. Or
Something like that.
I think it was, I know it was that. It was, someone had looked at the Lego set. They're like, yeah, the set said 14 plus, but I did it in just an hour. I was like, that's pretty great. It's like, I love that. Oh my god. I want to pop this up because I thought this was pretty amazing. I was about to say, Arya just like knocked that mic out.
She muted me.
So she did it.
She's like, I'm in some real need of attention right now. We just,
Very
Where-
pretty collar.
She'd
Very
like
pretty.
to speak.
Listen, we got the tuxedo cat, but where's my version? Where's the Ari's version?
That's when you just use different colors.
A lot of different colors.
Let's see here. There, I'm looking for something right now, and I thought it was the coolest thing.
Okay, well, hey, I'll throw it out to the crowd. I saw this guy. He had some great builds. What he did is he redesigned the MIDI scale ships with new displays. Instead of the base being boring and black, he built a scene underneath it with minifigures. And I've done the same. I did 3, but I've only built 1 right now. I need outside opinions.
I love it. I'm for it.
Yep. Yes,
Oh, that's badass.
I love those.
1000%. Hell yeah.
So he did it with minifigures, but I'm like, well, I got to do the Battle of Geonosis with this. I also built one where it's the troops are coming out and it's on the landing, but I thought it'd be better with the
Hold on, I'm
risen
making you
style.
the big screen at this moment because that's badass.
Sorry.
No, I mean,
I
that
just
is-
saw that and I was like,
Right.
I'm looking for the stuff that I need to find, and then I see this and I'm like, this is badass. Jake's
love
And
it.
I have 2 more. I have one for actually 3 more. I have home 1, which is in that pile I showed you over there, which is the meeting room. And I built an end door with a tiny. Oh, I love this little piece. It's only been in 1 set. I think it was the Venator. This little guy.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
Desert
yeah.
Plans. That was in the
video
2013
of that.
clone version.
Yeah, that was like 250, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I have the medical frigate from the San Diego Comic-Con, so I did a scene for that one. And I think there was another one, but I can't remember. But those are my fun little builds. I've got a bunch of my own mocks. The problem is, people like them, they just don't buy them.
Yeah.
Well, here, I'm going to pull this up because this is one of the other fun builds that you did. And I was like, yes, it's a fun build that you did because I was all for it and I couldn't believe it.
If you just tell me what it is, I can pull it up over here.
Oh, I don't have to pull it up. I already did.
Yeah.
This one right here, I have no idea if anyone can hear the audio. Oh, the audio is here.
Yeah, the audio is off.
The coolest thing I've ever.
All right. It was pretty dope.
I heard it for a little bit.
That is pretty cool.
Nice.
He's gone.
And yep.
Yeah, it'll do that. It'll do
Get it
that.
together, Ken. Act like you've done this before.
I mean, at least I didn't freeze and just get kicked off.
Ruh,
Would have been really terrible if I got kicked off because I'm the only person hosting right now.
ruh.
But no, I remember going back and I was just like, we're gonna have him on here, so I'm totally gonna bring this up. Is she following you now on Instagram? That's freaking cool.
Yeah, so I saw her posts during the Olympics, like with the Eiffel Tower and talking about Lego, all the stuff she likes, and I built that in about an hour and a half, and I just thought, she loves Lego. She already won a bronze. Now let's build her a Lego bronze. So I put that all up. I threw a video out, like, hey, send this. Like, let's see if she'd be interested. She messaged me back. She's like, that's amazing. I love it. And I'm like, I'll send it to you for free. I don't care. You're the best promotion I've got. And then she made this full video because what I do mocks for a living. I have a few that I have one that's in a museum and a lot for like private clients and corporations. But what I do is the same thing we probably all do: studio. After I've purchased all the parts, I build it, make sure the instructions, and then I piece it out in bags and I sent it to her. And this whole video kind of breaks that down. And that was crazy. Didn't expect that. I just wanted her to post a picture of her with holding it, but the whole video kind of does her breakdown of it. So that was fun. It was just something fun I wanted to do. And now Olympian has a Lego set that I made.
Fancy.
I think I told Jake this. I actually told the Hawks this, and I told Jake this. I was like, I've emailed her twice, hoping that she could come on the podcast just to see if it could actually happen. So who knows? Maybe.
She's said she'll come on mine. She was busy with a lot of the press from Lego at the time, but I messaged her probably 2 months ago, and she said she'd be interested. We just haven't hammered it out of time yet.
I'm sure, yeah, because they can't talk to her during the Olympics. When she got home, everybody was like, hey.
Yeah.
Let's get your time now.
She flew home early. She didn't go to the closing because she got married.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she has a post about that where she got married on Instagram because she posted that on there. Yeah, no, I would love to. I think I told Jake, I was like, I'd really like to get Sammy Sullivan on here. He's like, you could try to email her. She has her contact email on Instagram that you can reach out. And I was like, let's see what happens.
I will say the best way to get in contact with anyone is just an Instagram message. That's how I've gotten so many people. Oh, yeah, because like even celebrities, they have teams watching them, and sometimes they'll be interested to do it. And she doesn't have a team. She just responded to me directly. But yeah.
Yeah, no, this is too cool. I like that she
that's
organized.
amazing right there. Just watching it, like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, it's pretty great that like when she got out there into the Olympics and said that she wanted to have the Lego Eiffel Tower as like her, she just wants to get the Lego Eiffel Tower and Lego for Lego to sponsor her. I was just like, this girl just put Lego on the map more for. Well, I mean, Lego's been on the map, but she even brought it out there more for athletes.
Well,
'Cause-
they have athletes. They have like 4 athletes over different teams that are the Lego representatives. And I don't know if they've made her an official one yet, but that's one of their other big marketing things. They have a famous tennis player. They have a soccer player. I don't think they have anyone in the NFL yet.
I mean, shoot, they probably could have somebody in the NBA, just like Mohawk brought it
Yeah.
up. Because who did you bring out to Brickworld Chicago?
Oh, Miles Turner showed up from it. We'd sent an Instagram message through, like you were saying, just to go through, and I sent it to him and his agent, and then they showed up that Friday night / Saturday.
No, they
Saturday.
showed up Saturday or Sunday.
It was Saturday
It was
evening.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And you knew they came in because it was tall person entourage, cameraman. It's like, all right,
It definitely stood out.
Yeah. it was cool.
Yeah,
You
there's
know,
people.
Lego, if
I
you're
love Lego.
listening,
Yeah.
I'm quite a player myself. I'm in a fantasy football player. I've won several championships. I'll take a
Hey,
sponsor.
that's a big thing.
I bought myself a trophy.
I
My
play
wife makes fun of
pickleball.
me.
Does that count?
There, that's what I'll
Oh,
share this
yeah.
one on there too. So this was the infamous like her wedding post and then Lego commenting down below. For those wondering why I didn't stick around for closing ceremony as much as I would have loved to be there, I had quite a big thing to do on the 6th of August in the San Diego courthouse. In true Army fashion, I officially became a wife. Josh, I love you beyond words. Huge shout out to my lovely cousin Kelly for being there as our witness and resident photographer. Josh and I are now enjoying a lovely honeymoon, air quotes, with the whole Schnell family in South Africa and having some nice downtime post-Olympics. Here's to the next chapters. P.S. At Lego, not expecting a wedding gift or anything, but 2 big life events may or may not still call for a shout out. Not sure. And then the top post was Lego saying, "We love when our fans find the one thing they click with. P.S. No need to add a Lego set to your registry. We've got you covered as a huge congrats for all your new hardware." And then a picture of the bronze medal along with it. Yeah.
Yeah, my bronze medal's better. I mean, she got some Lego sets that everybody can buy, but nobody can buy the medal that I made.
It's unique.
I'm about to say that was made with all love right there. That was
Yeah.
made with love.
It's
not
a
by
back to brick
corporation, but
original.
Could be worth something one day. Not likely, but
Heck yeah, you could meet her one day and she could
She
just
could
have
sign
it.
it.
I signed a letter and the instructions. But that was it. I didn't sign the brick or the set itself. It's small, so I usually I have 2x2 tiles with my logo and a signature, but I didn't throw that in there this time.
I know that's
Yeah.
cool. I freaking love that. I knew when we were gonna have you on here, I was like, we're gonna make a Sammy Sullivan reference. Just a little one.
It's like
But-
those classic talk shows. You have something loaded already. That we're already. I didn't know, but I knew what you're talking about.
Shoot, that, and I mean, one of the other big things that you had, I mean, heck, you had a mock build that was on the news, and it was the Penn State football stadium.
Yep.
Did I have that right? It's the Penn
Yes.
State. Yes, it's the Penn
Yeah.
State football stadium, and that was on the news. I lost track of where the heck that was. But actually, hold on. I think I might be able to find that one. Because me and Googling. There we go. Penn State alum builds Beaver Stadium with Lego. And this is what I can share right here. And what was this? Oh, this was 5 months ago. Somebody posted it. Where is it? There he is.
You know what? I have a great backstory to this.
Do tell.
So this is the reveal. So I did this mosaic with a bunch of kids. There's an arts fest that goes on in the summer, and we built little tiles to build that all up. So that was part of it. But then the big reveal, like it's a glass case, and we had the set inside. That night, I tested positive for COVID. So we told everyone, like, don't come to the event. We had a bunch of people coming, and I was not going to miss it. It's a once in a lifetime thing. I'm a Penn State grad. My wife is, my dad is, my cousin is, my sister is, like and my uncle, like all big family. And that is a permanent installation in the museum inside that particular stadium. And I was huge moment, really fun to be there and to do. And I built that probably 4 or 5 years ago on Studio, and it just sat in my folder. And somehow I have a gift for cold emails. I cold emailed the curator and said, hey, I built this model. I think it'd be cool. I just want you to pay for the parts. That's my wife. And I'll have the honor of just having it there. And they're like, this is awesome. Of course, let's do it. And the rest is history.
That is too freaking cool.
It's definitely, I mean, badass looking and great to get recognized like that. Did you feel a little pride when Saquon won the Super Bowl recently for the school?
Say what? Saquon. Yes.
Saquon. Hurt me as a Giants fan, but I do like Saquon.
I'm a Go Sports kind of person. The only thing I watch is Penn State football. When I want to. I mean, we're not huge sports people, but we were cheering for the Eagles, and we were tired of the Chiefs. And Saquon is insanely impressive. I mean, when he was at Penn State, it was ridiculous for him there. I think he only stayed 2 years before he drafted. But yeah, definitely cool. And it's cool that that's in the museum, and a bunch of people will see it for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
that's too awesome. That's amazing stuff. Being that you're one of the other awesome mock builders that we know, I think it's time for someone's very special segment that we've decided we've taken upon to bring up because I felt so bad. Well, this was a segment brought up by the Hawks. The big idea was to ask in our forums what Lego piece resonates with the content creator who's going to be coming on here. And of course, we have 8 guests and 8 different pieces.
And only
lucky
one
number
person picked very, very, very specific parts. And I love it.
He's very, very special.
It means he's just really enriched in Lego, you know? He
lets you know that he knows his pieces.
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
He's a Lego expert.
Nah, that's not true. We're not going to go there.
Expert.
Expert. Expert go? No. But no, this is where Jake, do you want to come on? Do you want to pop off screen? Let the Hawks do their thing?
Yeah, I can't do anything because I signed out.
Oh, that's right. I will be the slideshow guy. So this is basically where Lindsay gets to tell me, hey, next slide.
To the next.
Oh my god! But yes, I made a video for them, so we get to play that and then hop off screen,
yeah.
and then the Hawks get to do their little segment for the next couple some odd minutes, however long it takes, whatever. But I'm gonna roll that clip.
Supahawk, we're breaking the mold, building wild creations, watch the stories unfold. Together we'll fly through the wildest of dreams. With every Lego piece, we craft the extremes.
All right, element of the week. So, next slide. Perfect. Your element was the 1x1 geode with the molded glitter. This color specifically is your color of choice?
Is that a question? Yes. Do you want me to talk about it a little bit, maybe?
No,
Or
I was just
move on to
curious because so you chose
There's
this
3
pink color,
colors.
but in the description you specifically chose the trans pink one. Is there a specific reason why the trans pink over the other colors in this particular piece?
Yeah, so I like amethyst geode, and this is the closest you can get. There's no purple.
Okay, yeah.
Pink is the closest you're gonna get, and that's pretty much why this one was chosen. Yeah.
So this set, slide, originally appeared in 2019. Did you buy it that early, or are you more recent of a purchaser?
I didn't buy either set.
You didn't? How did you acquire it?
I do.
Then you
You
have
know,
one,
we were
yeah.
talking about this offline before. It's usually right there, but it is not. And I found it in a pile of bricks that I bought at a yard sale.
That is the best. That's how we acquire a lot of our stuff, is just bulk sorting, sifting through. So yeah, this piece originally appeared in 2019. It was in a lot of the space sets. So pictured you have the rover testing drive. And then more recently, it showed up in a friend set, and that is the most recent set you can find it in. So if anybody wants it, yeah, it's in a poly bag. It's actually a paper bag. They call it the observatory paper bag. So anybody that wants it out there, good luck finding it in a set. However, like I said earlier, so the color in this set is very interesting because you have the pink one like we showed in the beginning, and then this trans light blue and this trans bright green are similar to the one that you have, where it's got that darker outer exterior with the geode center. Whereas if you get it in any of the other colors, purple, red, yellow, green, they're solid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why they chose to do that, but unfortunately you can only get the pink, the green, or the blue in the rock geode style. Next slide. If you want to purchase it online though, Bricklin's going to be your place to go if you don't want to pay the high dollar amount. This particular piece that you were looking at can go from anywhere from 21 cents a piece upwards of $4.73. Of course, that depends on who you're buying it from, how many you want. Do you want one of them or 20 of them? That's going to vary for you. But otherwise, it's not. I love this piece personally. I don't have any of this piece. I wish I did.
See, yeah, the plan for this segment is, well, we'll have a mock built using the piece that the person has requested.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, this one, I don't have a single one of.
And we couldn't ship one fast enough to get one here. So I have nothing to display. But usually, yeah, we would say here's a display of this piece being used, you know, in a build. And being that you're a mock builder, it would have been perfect. But yours is MIA and ours is obsolete. So
It's a hard piece to come by.
it is. And that is our element of the week.
Nice.
Do you guys have any? Either of you have this piece in your collection?
Hell no.
I would love to. I'm a sucker for geodes.
So, because of Garrett, I will say that we will be having the piece shortly. I ordered 10 of them on Bricklink. So when I do finish the mock, I will send a picture of it to you, Garrett, so you can see it. But yes, definitely needed it in our collection.
I think when we talked about it, I looked at all the responses, because a lot of the guest responses were, they weren't as specific as yours. Like Mixel Joint. I'm not gonna say any other pieces just because I don't want to spoil anything else, but just a couple of the other pieces, they were very, like, some of them were very broad, like all the pieces or all the other types of pieces, or they had like a specific piece. And then yours was the longest description that I had seen, because it had taken up a block, and it was like there was more text, and I was like, what the hell? And I extended the cell. I extended the cell out, and I was like, oh, he has like a freaking sentence worth of what it is. And I sent it over to them, and I was like, hey, do you know what this is? Mohawk's like, Jesus.
I was like, yeah, I know what this is. Oh, I don't think I have this.
It was like hand over face over eyes. I was like, oh my God, I do know what the piece is.
You caught him. There's only one thing I can be in this life is difficult.
I think it's a beautiful piece, though. When you said it, like, I looked at it, rock 1x1 geode with molded glitter. I was like, who the hell? Like, where did this come from? And the Hawks looked at them, they're like, we got this. We know what this is.
Well, I was stuck between two. It was that one or the old Rock Raiders monster, which I do actually have.
I got 2 of those.
Damn, Jake was already planned. He's
Okay.
like, I got it.
Yep.
Rock Raiders
He's
and
like,
Adventures
"Oh,
were my favorite series, and so I have the T-Rex behind me from the original Adventures. But I'm like, no, the Geode, because I've got a history with the Geode. I'll jump through a story real quick. It's my first idea set that's hit 10,000 votes. I saw a great builder. I can't remember his name for the life of me, and I hate that because he's fantastic. And he made an Amethyst Geode about this big, really beautifully done. And I said, you know what? I want one. So I made one. And it's cut in half. It's got a pickaxe to it, and it hit 10,000. It was the series just before they just selected the geodes for this last series that they chose, which sucked. It's all about timing. But I'm like, well, I love the geode, and I used to sit on my desk and I fidget with a bunch of stuff. And I have a little 2x2 with a single stud. And I would just pick it off, put it back on, pick it off, put it back on. There is no there's no friction connection anymore because I've done that so long. But yeah, that was the choice on that piece, and I appreciate being difficult because that's what I do in life.
No, I appreciate you selecting that part because now we will have some, which is great for me. And yeah, knowing that you had that whole description laid out is like, okay, he knows his pieces. This is somebody that's not just I like the 2x2 brick. Like, okay, yeah, we all like the 2x2 brick. But, like, that's good. It's nice to see.
Well, the amount of times that I'm on the studio, I have gotten so fascinated. I need a bar. I know it's the 1x2, but it looks like a piece of gold. And in the catalog, it used to be called a 1x2 gold bar, but they just changed it to ingot. So now I have to look for ingot and change. Like,
well, and it's
that's
not
great.
under a bar; it's under a minifig utensil.
Yes, they
Which
just changed that too.
No freaking sense. I hate Bricklink's organizing of locations of some of the parts. That's for sure.
Yeah,
If only you guys could take control of that. I think you do it really well.
Oh man, and
Talk box all day.
it's so funny too because with Bricklink, it'll be labeled as this one part for the longest time, and then finally, they just make a decision that it's no longer in that category no more. We're gonna move it over here. So then you spend the next 2 months trying to find it.
And then
well, the amount of times I think I know what the name is, can't find it, then I have to unselect all unavailable in that color, scroll down, find it, click it. Is it in the color I want? No. So
Yeah, exactly.
fuck me. I'll figure it out.
At least Lego has gotten much better about that more recent though. Of the piece selection is coming in multiple colors besides just one color when it first comes out. Like,
yeah,
so
what's the
years-
new one? The 1x2 with the cut corner, like a quarter or a half corner.
half round.
No, is it?
No.
It's the
No, it's a
corner shape
slice.
up. the
It's
new
like a
New
wedge.
champion.
1x2
Oh.
wedge, but it's flat, and it's in like 8 colors, which is great. They used to come out with 1 or 2 colors, and that would be the first year. But now they've added so many colorings to it.
It's letting us create all kinds of crazy stuff now. I love it.
Let's see here. Now I'm looking. So basically, I'm taking a look at the Excel spreadsheet, and we, of course, have our guests fill out a form on just a slew of topics or a slew of categories, and looked at favorite fandoms, and pretty much you fit the bill for a nerd. Pretty much.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's like what gave it away? Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, Marvel, sci-fi in general. But then when I look at top 3 Lego theme preference, it's a different story. When it comes to Lego, we used to ask the question for our this or that, classic or new age or classic Lego, and it seems like you are more so the classic Lego type into new age because you have Rock Raiders, Adventurers, and then there's the idea sets as well.
Good
Do you
stuff.
have a favorite set from each of those themes that you just named out?
Yeah, so let's see. Rock Raiders, it's got to be the see, I don't know these specific names. That's the problem. I'm not good at the naming convention of it, but it's the four-wheeler with a single drill bit on the front with the laser cannon on the top. Laser cannon was great, battery operated. You put whatever transparent piece you want on it, press it down, fire the laser. It was awesome.
Yup.
It's also what came with the Rock Raider, and it had a truck bed piece. I've always wanted them to come back with some of these classics because they're doing that already. But classic, it's not like classic space or castles, which everybody fucking loves. I can't stand castles. I'll probably build one for the next designer process in Bricklink because it'll get selected. As you can see, I'm not bitter at all. Adventurers, there are four themes. We've got China, jungle, dinosaur, and Egyptian. Egyptian's my number one, and it's the blimp.
Can I show this? Because is that the set you're talking
That's
about?
it.
Yep,
Yes,
that's it.
I
The
got that
Chrome
one.
Crusher.
Chrome Crusher. Yeah, that
I
was
got
it.
a couple of those little chrome spinny guys.
I have that exact set. I found it when I went home for Christmas. I forgot to bring it out. I want to get that or the there's another one in a sealed box. I found it at Brick Fair, Virginia this year, but they were asking $200, which was too much for that sealed set, so I couldn't pull the trigger. I'm only missing 2 sets in the Rock Raider series.
I can't believe this set was going for $30
Yep.
when it first released, and now for used it's $97.
Yeah.
From what this is stating from Brickset.com, and then for new it's going as far as $335.
Yeah, I got that used. I'm not selling it. I love that set.
Yeah, it's a great set. Also, I forgot to add, there is one other series that I take it with pride. I love the Galador sets.
Oh,
Do we know Galador?
a
been a
long time ago. Jake and I were on the same page. I was like, this is a long time ago.
Galador was the TV show that they did a series on. Terrible TV show. I have it downloaded. I've watched it. There's no reason that should have been more than 2 episodes or 1. But they were very much like the buildable figures that we got for Star Wars recently in the last couple years. And I'm only missing 2 and the prototype. I met the actual molder, and he said it was one of his favorite projects of all time. They actually based Johnny Thunder or Johnny Lightning. Is it Johnny Lightning? The Adventure series guy off of him. He wears the same
It's Johnny
shit. He's got,
Thunder.
like the
Johnny Thunder.
yeah, it's
Sounds like
Johnny Thunder.
Sounds
Yeah.
more accurate.
And he's like, it was the greatest project because we got to go on set. We saw all the characters. We built these molds out of them, and he even has some of the prototype pieces from one of the. It's a motorcycle, but that I just love that. That's my fun deep cut. Yeah, those were I think gifts. Those were Happy Meal toys or some.
They were poly bags from McDonald's bag. Yeah.
McDonald's, yeah.
So they were McDonald's release. That is hilarious.
I haven't thought about that. I think I may have gotten one.
This is like pushing nostalgia level right now. This is just like, you remember Galador? It's like, oh, I have to like dig deep for that stuff. Man.
I guarantee if I ask anyone under the age of 25, they all have no idea what I'm talking about. Or 28 at that point. Yeah. There's only 2 I'm missing. One is the the computerized version of the main villain, and then this other what is his name? There are only a certain amount sold, and then they sell for like $300 now. It's that guy at the bottom there.
Tager. Sells for Jesus upwards of $425.
Yep.
Whoosh.
So I have to get him eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
I gotta
Throwback
complete the
set.
series here.
It's like you gotta get them eventually.
If you notice, they weren't available on Bricklink, too. They said NA on all those options.
That's insane. God, that's like Jake's like, oh my god, that's like a long time ago.
It's one of those things like you hear the name and you're like, oh my god, I haven't.
That's like, oh my god, he brought it up.
Gandalf. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time.
Just the Obi-Wan Kenobi meme right there. Galador. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a very long time.
That was too good an impression.
Appreciate it. Apparently, there's that and
that's
what
in the
Sam
habit.
Elliott. Not Sam Elliott. No, is it Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott.
Yeah, it's
Is it Sam Elliott? Okay, I'm
Yeah,
thinking
when you were selling the
Job of
Sail barge.
sail barge, yeah.
fucking Jake, dude. You couldn't stop laughing the entire time.
Oh, it was gold.
I was like the new job of sail barge. Just like Jake's laughing. I'm like, it's like, all right, so we found something that Jake is finding hilarious.
You tickled me pink, or whatever this expression is.
Yeah, there you go. We'll go with that. Yeah, no. Voice acting in the future. We'll see what happens. I had one of my friends tell me
You gotta get a new mic for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I have to get a new microphone.
You got to get a new mic
get
for the
closer
next
and
Go
episode.
with this guy. This guy.
Yeah, I like
Ticket.
that. I like the color.
This thing
lineup
has been
every
going
time you
strong
talk.
for me because
It
this
has
is a
not been though.
gift. This was a gift from my brother-in-law, so I'm using it to the fullest extent. If I need to
The
get a
last-
new mic, it's
The
something
last
that I'm
4
going to
or 5
invest in.
episodes we've done, it's done this. We got
Yes.
to get the new one by next episode.
This microphone I waited 4 years to buy because it's not cheap. But Shure has the best microphones in the industry. SHURE.
Yeah,
Just
we're gonna
really
we're
like
gonna
the
link
light
up
that comes
after this
on
because
when
I
you
want to know what microphone. Yeah, no, voice acting coming soon. My friend told me this though. I used an English accent earlier, and she was just like, "That is terrible," and I was like, "That hurts. I can't do
I
this."
love doing voices. I do voices all the time.
Oh, I did that for. I think I told you all this. I told you all the story, but I didn't tell you the story. I did a fake accent at one of my. I do door-to-door sales, and I knocked on the door, and the moment they came to the door, I was just like, "Hi, yeah, you're right." And they looked at me, they're like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Oh God, now I gotta really roll with this."
Ken's gonna make us lose our British fans.
We're gonna lose them. We're gonna lose a couple from the UK. Who knows?
Yeah, they can pop off.
Oh yeah, we
Davina will bring him back.
Damn muppets. You muppet.
I think we did that. Jake did a voice, did a British voice. At one point. I was like, we're gonna lose our fans.
No, we did it when we had
Or we did it
what's his
with,
name?
No, we had Seamus. We had Seamus.
Seamus on.
We had Seamus from Just 15 Bricks. He's Australian though, so we had to do an Australian accent, and then Jake would do a British one.
It slipped into British. It started off Australian and went a little British.
The problem is, on the flip side, nobody appreciates when a British person or an Australian person can do an an American accent.
I know, right?
It's like, cool, we don't care. Listen to my accent; it's way better.
I think it's funny though when I lived in the UK, a lot of my friends tried doing American accents, and their whole thing was having like a hard R with every word that they did, because they don't say it in theirs. Because it'd be like, yeah, can I go get a burger from McDonald's? And I'm like, where the hell did you get this from? And they were like, well, y'all say the hard R, and I'm like, oh, yeah,
Are we in 90210?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's making me think of the Malibu skit that Kirsten Wiig, Fred Armisen, and Bill Hader did.
Full circle. We're back.
Full circle. It's like the comedy.
See, guys, we would find our way back to SNL. You know.
Find it. I mean, Mohawk's just yawning. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're only like an hour past my bedtime.
That's like.
I got to extend my bedtime on Tuesdays to make it this late.
I mean, heck, it's actually coming up to an hour and a half, so this is pretty much the time that we get to wrap up. See, this is where we go full circle, and then we can wrap up at the point that we started off originally. SNL is our closing point. Oh, God!
Right on
The camera already capped out. It's like, we're good.
Oh yeah,
I
the
remember
cameras-
many seasons ago, Ken made fun of my bad camera and my bad microphone when I was first getting in it, and I've upgraded since. And now look, it's come full circle, Ken. Camera and mic.
Camera and mic. You've really got this going for me. But at the end of every one of our episodes, we'd like to ask our special guests if they have any platforms that they are on or any special projects that are going on. So, do you have anything going on, Garrett?
Do I have anything going on?
It's very vague.
This feels like a hot.
It's very
one.
vague. Yes.
I can't speak. I don't know what I should be saying. Oh yeah, that's right. I do have socials. I am on Instagram at Back to Brick 2. I have a podcast, my Back to Brick podcast, which I do every week. So that's 52 episodes a year where I talk about the latest news. I do interviews periodically. Maybe these people will appear on it at some point. And YouTube, I'm growing my YouTube channel, Back to Brick over there. I am not on X because, well, fuck that. And I am on Threads, so that's a growing one for me there. And TikTok. I'm on everything. Just look up Back to Brick. I'm there somewhere. Project-wise, I have sent out some more cold emails to work on, but I am also doing, as you saw, the displays from Geonosis for the bases. I'll have 2 more coming out. And I'm working on the Hulkbuster, but the mock, not the set, because the set was shit and the mock is great. There you go. That's capsule of me.
That's freaking awesome. Ooh, it's that time, Jake. I get to do the little screen of ours since I just
Take a
made this
breath
one.
in, run through it.
I am not going to be able to do it in one breath. It's just going to hurt my soul. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to do it in another voice, though.
I have to do it in another
Look at this
voice.
fancy new photo, though.
I know. Look at us, just being all weird and mohawk with his raised eyebrow. Honestly, whenever I look at this, I just think Lindsay's just doing a actual, like, she's holding the phone out in front of her, and this is her taking a selfie of all of
But
us.
first, let me take a selfie.
Everybody look.
It's like, everybody look.
I think we have a photo of the 4 of us together anyway we could have used, but I don't think
It
it's
is true.
I
lit,
have
lit
one.
very well.
All of us in the parking lot at Virginia.
Does that parking lot have any sort of contribution? No, I'm just kidding.
Possibly.
Probably did.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this microphone does not go out as I'm saying all of this information. But then again, here we are. We do hope that you enjoyed tonight's stream. We were very excited to have Garrett on here from Back to Brick. But if you like tonight's stream, please go to the ELPN channel on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that way you can get notified for more content coming in from Brick at Night on ELPN. You can see us live on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And then, of course, you can see the podcast. You can get a rerun of this episode on the Brick at Night on ELPN podcast channel, available on Spotify and Apple Podcast. If you want to see any more content from us, please go ahead and follow our TikTok and Instagram at Brick at Night ELPN. And then, of course, not only give some love to the page itself, but give the love also to our content creators that are behind this channel. We have, of course, the Supahawk duo at Unhappy Mohawk and at Supacabre. Then we have at brick.it.jake. And then you have myself at ken.nerd. But yes, that
Where the
is
threes
all.
are E's. Threes are
Absolutely, where the threes are E's. That's why I love her. But
I know you liked her for her personality.
E's.
I mean,
Hey.
there's personality there too, so I'm happy with it. But ladies and gentlemen, again, Garrett, super excited that you were on this
Yes,
podcast.
thank
with
you
us
so much
tonight,
for coming on.
Glad that we were able to get the responses from you, and I'm happy that your wife's making it through it because that was the message I got. I felt really bad. I was just
Oh, hey, no, that's life, right? There's always something.
exactly.
She's on the mend. We're all good.
There you go. But super excited that we had you on here. If we're ever on your podcast in the future, you can always, you know how to reach out to us.
And I will this time. I'll be the one reaching out. No, I appreciate coming on, guys. This is really fun. I can talk for hours. As we see, we've gone past what we already discussed that we go to. But if you ever want me back, I'm always available. As long as you message me 8 times, and then I might see it.
I'm gonna let Jake do it because Jake
Tell him
feels
8:30.
unloved.
Tell him it starts at 8:30.
Oh yeah, it would be all right. 8:30. Pop in. But Jake, you get to say those very famous words that we get to close off on.
From all of us here at Brick and Night, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.